We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that will be incomplete.
Third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they would be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. The Giants at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trap 60, go!
Back to throw again. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Levis from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
49, Mike 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back to throw, it's Levis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Levis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Levis out of the shotgun now. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll run here with a rookie. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Carlson is good. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Tracy trying the right side. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Right back to Tracy. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Levis to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
23 window. Like 49.
Levis back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
This is Jennings. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
4th down, Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Back to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll set up a throw. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now it's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Levis sets up the throw here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And fights through one man. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Hyatt there to grab it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 5.
Ready? Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A beautiful fake. Fights through at the 5. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. He's going to use his legs here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger 33 yards. And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
49, like 49.
Levis looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Like 49.
Now Levis. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down, Tennessee.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Titans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Levis to throw once more. That one's taken in by Spears. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Here we go.
Levis from the gun. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run up the gut with Kelly. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Third and 8. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Oh, good move. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Okay, ready?
They'll give up the middle to Kelly. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 more there and another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Kelly. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They toss it out right to Kelly. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's go.
Kelly on the counter. Broken tackle for Kelly. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
And they take a knee. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive?
To the right side and intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of